Good evening, and bloody welcome to Summer Night Murder Mystery, even though it's fall. As promised, I am back making another episode. I really should go to bed, but it is an exciting game. And it's fun to find new clues. So, well, let's not read this text because we have read it so many times before, I think. Well, there might be some new text actually, because in the last episode we found the murder victim. Here we go. By comparing the compatible calibers with the bullet that killed Jones and discovering the powder traces, which show the rifle's recent use, Norm was able to establish that the crime weapon was a Blazer carbine with telescope belonging to Walter Jones' very own collection. So we found out about that in the end of the previous episode. So let's head straight back into Walter Jones' office. I don't think that I could look in the gun cabinet again, but it's no use. I think I can take a look on Walter Jones' desk right here and see if I can find anything new. There is a flashing light there.
Strange, these drawers are closed and there's no obvious keyhole.
Let's use this key card.
No, this is not possible.
Well, it was worth a try at least. I think that the books in the bookcase might have something to do with this weird, strange contraption that keeps the drawers locked.
This is not working. No, this is not possible.
Well, he haven't tried it, so how does he know that it doesn't work?
This is not working. This is not working.
Can I use the powder on here?
This is not possible. Nope.
It doesn't work. Let's see if, yeah, I can open these drawers right here, but I can't do anything with them. I wonder what that is. It's nothing that I can do anything about, what it seems. And here is an empty drawer. It seems like I am able to click here, but for what use? If you can see, there is, I don't know why it is like that. It's like I can click here, but it doesn't do anything. It's almost like it should be something in the drawer, but it's not as far as I can see, because it looks really empty. So I don't know why the mouse pointer is weird like that.
Strange, these
I
drawers are
cannot
closed and there's
open
no
any of
obvious
these
keyhole.
drawers.
Strange, these drawers are closed and there's no obvious keyhole.
And I cannot do anything else here, as it seems. No. Well, the last episode were pretty good because we found a lot of new clues. So I think that we should find Hubert and Noland, Billy and Claire, or whatever her name is. Okay. Yeah, I think that there isn't anything else that I can do here. So, in the previous episode, we pretty much established that the shooter must have stood here when he shot the gun, because well, when he killed Walter Jones. What happened now?
It's the time for soup. I have a real internal clock for these sort of things.
Okay, so he got hungry, but that is no soup. That's a baguette, or I don't know what they are called in English. In Swedish we call them baguette or pain de riche. It's some kind of French bread. Let's take a look on the characters database to find out where all the people are. So Sonia is in the dining room, so she should be around here somewhere. Martin is in the dining room. Billy as well. He's in the dining room as well. Christina is in her and Marco's suite. Clara is in the dining room. Lorenzo is in the kitchen. Baina is in the dining room. Marco is in the dining room, and Hubert and Olet is in the dining room as well. How convenient, because I need to talk to, well, pretty much every one of those characters. I don't see them anywhere here though. It said that they should be here. They are. That is Marco. I think that is...
You look worried, Billy.
Now, yes, I'm thinking of the raft. Do you think it's a good idea?
That's a good idea, Billy, but it's risky because of the bad weather. The forecast says that things are going to get worse. I spoke to my partner on the phone. I explained our situations to him. I can assure you that in Houston, they have an interest in moving their butts and getting us a helicopter or a seaplane as soon as possible. And if not, they'll all be fired when I get back.
Bravo, my dear little brother. Okay, we've decided to speak about Grandfather's estate. How do you see things?
Apparently there's no will on the horizon. As for the marriage plan that you discovered, well, we could say that we were close. Grandfather had an awful scheme. It shocks me, I won't deny that.
According to Noland, the general laws of inheritance apply here as well. Since Grandfather didn't leave a will, his estate reverts to those who have a direct right of succession. That would have been Father. then the indirect successors. That is to say, the three of us. The situation is rather favorable.
I admire your optimism, Billy. I hope the Grandpa doesn't have a new shock for us. Even dead, he's wicked.
I am of Billy's opinion. I don't think we have to worry too much about the estate. My worry is elsewhere. We absolutely have to get off of this island.
Yeah, the main thing at this point is to get off the island because it is flooded with a lot of seawater. So pretty much the whole first floor of the hotel is flooded, as well as a large part of the island. I guess it's only the hills that isn't underwater. Well, let's talk to them because we overheard an interesting conversation. So let's start by talking to Billy since
I need you
he's
to enlighten
standing
me
up.
on a point. With regard to Walter Jones, everyone plays the victim. But some people didn't refrain from trying to make him fall from his perch.
Oh, you know I didn't take part in this thing wholeheartedly. Sonia and Martin had their reasons, and I had mine.
Sure you did. Can I change between the conversation? Yeah, I can, but it's not much. Let's talk to him about all the clues. I think I have to sneeze. Nah, it went away. But if I sneeze, don't be alarmed, because I feel it coming on sooner or later. Let's talk to him about the letter from Walter Jones to Nolan.
Well, if you had thought you would inherit, it seems to me that this is in a little danger.
Helping for grandfather's estate is like betting on a bad hand. One has little chance of winning. I'm a gambler. I counted on it anyway. I shouldn't have.
You're damn right.
What did you get in return for rescinding that Walter Jones be put under psychiatric care?
Well, it was our only chance to recoup our grandfather's estate. Well, as I said, my grandfather brought Sonia and me together in his office to sign this paper. He made an impossibly huge fuss about how he had fired all his staff and how it was a call for help. He wanted us to take care of him and pamper him. Us, his cherished grandchildren. See what kind of guy he is? We asked to see his will, but what do you think? What play acting when I think back. He was a big bluffer, the old man. He wouldn't have been bad at poker.
Okay, that's one way to see it. So here is the picture of prints on rifle. Yeah, I haven't compared the print that I found on the rifle with any of the suspects' prints. I really should do that.
I found fingerprints on the gun which was used to kill Walter Jones. Did you use this gun recently?
No. Sorry, man.
So let's talk to him about Sonia. She explains the circumstances under which she stole the items from the safe, and see if Billy backs her up.
According to your sister Sonia's declaration, you participated with her in the theft of some items that Hubert de Noland had just found in the safe.
I have nothing to hide. It's Noland who stole the key to my grandfather's safe and all that the safe contained. I know this because I was there. Sonia and I had decided to go in search of the old man, and it was then that we saw Noland come back to the tower. The guy was dripping wet. We were already puzzled, and even more so when we saw him take the elevator to my grandfather's floor. On the one hand, we were reassured because we were convinced that the old man was out of trouble in his apartment, and on the other hand, We were also puzzled by Nolan. What in the hell was he doing at such an unearthly hour at the old man's? So we decided to have a closer look. And that's how we discovered that the old man was not in, and that Nolan was busy burgling his safe. The attorney was checking out a box to be used for my grandfather's marriage with the young native of the island. We found him, and Nolan panicked. He mumbled some bullshit. Needless to say, we didn't believe it for a second. My sister reacted very swiftly, and she took back the items from Nolan. If not, he would surely have swiped them. There you have the full story, Inspector. I simply accompanied my sister, Sonia.
I thank you for your help.
Okay, so now we got a new statement there, but I really should go to the comparison here and compare. Well, I got a few things that I can compare. Shards of wood found on the library windowsill. Where do they come from? I think they come from the rifle, but apparently they don't. So where do they come from then? Here it is. A line here. Yeah, let's place the shards of wood there and the rifle there and compare. And we should be finding a match. Yeah. So now we can search the rifle for fingerprints. Let's start. Well, I do have a lot of fingerprints. Let's start with well, I guess that the fingerprint can come from pretty much anyone who have touched the gun, and it might be it isn't necessarily the shooter which the fingerprint come from. Because it might be someone who have polished the gun, or yeah, you know, it doesn't have to be the shooter that the fingerprint belongs to. But I think that we should start with Hubert and Nolan's fingerprint. There it is.
Correct match.
Yeah, it is.
But why did you manipulate this rifle, Hubert de Noland?
Why indeed? He is very suspicious. But why would he kill Walter Jones? What reason does he have to kill his business? Well, Walter Jones' business maybe didn't work out as well as Hubert Noland wanted it to do. Hubert Noland is Walter Jones' attorney, and maybe Walter Jones was over his ears in debt. But it just doesn't make any sense that Hubert Noland should shoot his business companion. Let's take a look on the progression here. Where was the shot fired from? We have solved that piece. That is the one activated as of now. Was the chain that Walter Jones wore around his neck stolen? If so, by whom? I don't have enough evidence. Here we have something. Yeah, I have already solved that. I'm gonna pick this puzzle right here, or this piece rather. I mentioned that this is a really bad puzzle because it is straight edges right here, so this piece doesn't connect to any of the upper pieces here, as well as this one, as well as this one right here. So yeah, it just looks weird because it should be a, you know, a connecting piece down here somewhere, or perhaps down here, or yeah, you know, I don't know much about jigsaw puzzles, but it kinda disturbs me a little. I know it's silly, but it does that it isn't connected. Well, anyway, let's go to the clues database. Where was the shot fired from? I got all the evidence, so let's try and see if we can solve this piece of the puzzle. The autopsy report on Walter Jones' body sent by fax by the coroner. Walter Jones died from a bullet wound to his back, which perforated the right lung. So I think that is a good document to have there. Then we need a picture, and we need a picture of library window sill with wood chips. So I'm gonna place that right there. Where was the shot fired from? Picture of Nolan's prints on rifle. Nah. Here is a picture of scratch on the murder weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna place that right there. Then we got a material clue, which is wood chips. And let's see if this works. Yeah, it did.
From where was the shot fired? The shot was fired from the window of Walter Jones's library.
Yep. So now we have solved another piece of the puzzle.
The shot was fired from the window of Walter Jones's library.
Hey, I'm proud of you. Very good work, Jack. From 200 meters in the middle of a storm? Your murderer has to be a top-class shot to succeed with a shot like that.
That's for sure. It's a real distance in the middle of the night, even if there was lightning. He's a master shot.
Yeah, that is true. Whoever shot the gun is a really good shot, or a really good shooter. Let's progression. We got a new piece. Who were the last people to go into the library before the murder? Yeah, let's ask them about that. So, as you can see, we have made quite some progress now. The whole upper row here is solved, as well as, well, not the whole middle row, but yeah, we have actually only solved 3 pieces in the middle row. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces to solve before we are able to see or to find out who murdered Walter Jones. So, was a shame that Walter Jones were around his neck stolen. If so, by whom? I don't have all the evidence yet that I need to be able to solve that puzzle, so I'm gonna select this one. Who were the last people to go into the library before the murder? I thought that I had solved this piece of the puzzle, but I haven't. Who seems to be a good marksman? I guess I can mark that piece of the puzzle as at the time being. So let's question Billy about the
I need you
newfound
to enlighten
clues.
me on a point.
Who seems to be a good marksman?
Do you know who in this tower knows how to use a gun?
On that point, Inspector, I haven't got the foggiest.
I guess that not everyone, but pretty much everyone is good with a gun. Here's a thought. Maybe it's the Russian woman, Christina or whatever her name is. Maybe she is working for KGB or something crazy like that. The murderer is usually the one that you least expect it to be. And I don't expect the Russian woman to be a murderer, but maybe she is a murderer because she is the only person that isn't in the dining room. Sure, she seems to have some kind of a mental meltdown. But maybe that is just a smoke screen. Yeah, well, it's something to think about. Let's continue the questioning. Who were the last people to go into the library before the murder?
Did you see anyone in the library the evening of the murder?
Listen, I already told you everything about this. In the end, Inspector, your questions are exhausting.
I understand.
Well, excuse me then for trying to solve a murder. Let's talk to Marco
I'm hoping
here.
to ask you some questions.
Let's ask him about the cancellation before placement under psychiatric supervision.
With regard to Walter Jones, everyone plays the victim. But some people didn't refrain from trying to make him fall from his perch.
Listen, Inspector, I have nothing to do with this. Billy and Sonia had their reasons, which I did not share. I can more or less understand them, but I don't subscribe to this type of method within the family. One can handle things in another way, it seems to me.
Okay, so Marco disapproves with what Billy and Sonia were trying to do. Let's talk to him about a letter from Walter Jones to Nolan.
Well, if you had thought you would inherit, it seems to me that this is in a little danger.
I acknowledge that my grandfather's hostile and fairly backward attitude towards Christina hurt me a lot, and no doubt it distanced us from one another. Without a doubt, I am paying the consequences for it today at a high price, Inspector.
Okay, so let's talk to him about renunciation of placement under psychiatric supervision.
What did you get in return for rescinding that Walter Jones be put under psychiatric care?
I didn't sign this document because I was against Billy's and Sonia's idea to put my grandfather under psychiatric care.
And lastly, the biathlon gold medal. I kinda don't remember this one.
So Lorenzo was formerly a biathlon champion.
Oh, okay,
He hid this
yeah.
talent from me, you see. I suppose he didn't lose any of his qualities as a sharpshooter.
Indeed, I saw Lorenzo amusing himself shooting the
Oh.
gulls that were flying around the tower. It was very impressive.
So, Lorenzo is a good shot then. And Lorenzo is the architect that is behind the tower. And Walter Jones kinda went overboard with the tower. He wanted more and more. And maybe Lorenzo saw that as a threat to his life's work, if you will. So he was pressured and didn't see any other way to solve the issues other than killing Walter Jones. So Lorenzo might be the one who shot Walter Jones. Maybe. Who were the last people to go into the library before the murder?
Did you see anyone in the library the evening of the murder?
No, I am unaware of what happens around me when I'm asleep, Inspector.
I understand.
Okay. So let's talk to Sonia.
Go on, I'm listening, Inspector.
With regard to Walter Jones, everyone plays the victim. But some people didn't refrain from trying to make him fall from his perch.
I'm not the one who started this procedure, Inspector. It is Hubert de Noland who suggested this to Billy and me. I acknowledge that I supported and signed this procedure, but please understand me. Noland saw my grandfather often, which was not the case with me. I thought he was telling the truth about my grandfather turning senile.
Okay, so he was turning senile. Or at least according to them. What the heck happened now?
Jack, I can't believe this! I've left like 15 messages. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm waiting for you at the restaurant. I mean, you know how hard it was to get these reservations? Jack?
Don't hang up, please. I'll get more privacy to talk to you.
Okay, that
It's going to be longer than I'd
was
hoped,
his
my
wife,
beautiful.
I think.
The inquiry is a little complicated.
I mean, where are you? I don't understand what's going on. I've been calling you. I left. I drove. I had to take the car over, and I had to have the whole oil thing. And I gotta tell you about that because this bill is just crazy. You won't believe how much he's trying to dig us for.
Listen, the fellow was killed by a bullet, and as a result, I've got almost 10 suspects on my hands. I'm doing my best and my quickest, my beautiful. Yes, I promise you, I'm thinking of you. Of course. I love you.
Well, he's in trouble now. I guess he wishes that the tower sinks, perhaps, or not. But Jack Norm is in big trouble. Not only does the island sink, his wife is pretty mad at him. But why did we end up in his suite? Let's take a look on the character database. It was good because all the persons were collected, were assembled in the, not assembled, well, they were at the same place, but not anymore, because I see that Walter Jones is in the heliport lounges, Marco is in the heliport, Baina is in the garden, and that is outside, so I don't know what she's doing out there. Then Lorenzo is in his studio. Clara is in the kitchen. Christina is in her and Marco's suite still. She haven't moved from there in quite a while now, I think. Coolio is on the 20th floor. Sonia is in the garden with Baina then. Martin is also in Lorenzo's studio. That is kinda interesting. Billy's in the heliport, or on the heliport, and of course Walter Jones. He's in the morgue. So, return and exit PPA. I don't think that I am able to do anything in Jack Norm's suite here, but that is some impressive walking he was doing there. He was sliding across the floor. Yeah, I don't think that I can do anything here. I can open the drawer right there, but I don't think it contains anything. Nah. So it's pretty much a waste of time to search through Jack Norm's apartment, or suite, I mean. Yeah, let's just take a look in the drawer here, just in case there is something in there, which it wasn't. It was empty. So let's head back out. Actually, yeah, let's head back out, but let's head down and see how far the water have reached. I really shouldn't take the elevator, as I believe I said in the previous episode. Let's go to the first floor here. Here are the lounges. I don't see any water anymore. That's strange. Ah, there it is. I thought that the flood had reached higher up, but it haven't, because it's been like this since, well, I don't remember how long ago, but it's been at this level for quite some time now. Where do I need to go? I need to go to the other staircase over here. Well, wasn't anyone in the kitchen? I think someone were in the kitchen. Yeah, Clara is in the kitchen, so let's go there. I think it's this way. I'm not totally sure though. But I think, yeah, there she is. So she is mopping the floor for whatever reason. It's not like it's any use to clean the floor when it's gonna be flooded pretty soon, I guess, at least. Well, anyway, let's talk to her.
Mr. Inspector, charged with the investigation, I'm all ears.
Okay then, so let's talk to her about cancellation before placement under psychiatric supervision.
With regard to Walter Jones, everyone plays the victim. But some people didn't refrain from trying to make him fall from his perch.
I won't pretend to be indignant with you, Inspector. Jones did everything he could to push his grandchildren down this route. He deserved it, that old shark. Believe me.
Okay, so she didn't like him then. Let's talk to her about renunciation of placement under psychiatric supervision.
What did you get in return for rescinding that Walter Jones be put under psychiatric care?
You ought to speak to Billy, Inspector. I don't get mixed up with the family affairs of my husband.
Who seems to be a good marksman?
Do you know how to use a rifle?
No, I don't know how to use a weapon. I don't even know how it works, you understand? It's not my thing, Inspector, that's all.
Should we believe her? Or is she lying to us? I think she is reliable, so I'm gonna believe her, at least for now. Who seems to be a good marksman? Can I ask that again?
Do you know who in this tower knows how to use a gun?
Ah, yeah.
No idea. Certainly not Billy. He doesn't know how to do anything with his 10 fingers. You can believe me on that, Inspector.
Okay. Oh, know what I mean? Know what I mean? Nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Yeah, I know what she means. At least I think I do. Well, anyway, let's move on. Who were the last people to go into the library before the murder?
Did you see anyone in the library the evening of the murder?
I certainly must have already told you that I was playing at being a maid in the kitchen at that time.
I get it.
Yeah, it's good that he gets it, because I don't. Let's return to the elevator, because I don't think that there's anyone else around here. He's high up, he's high up, she's high up, he's high up, she's in the kitchen, she's high up, he's high up, she's high up, and he's high up as well, and Billy's high up. So let's go up with the elevator. Unfortunately, well, I guess it isn't an elevator there. Let's go this way, I think. And then up the stairs right here. And let's take the elevator up to... Let's start at the 16th floor. Something tells me that I need to go to the 16th floor. Nah. That was wrong. So where should we go? Let's go to the... Well, let's go to the 14th floor and knock on some doors. But I won't do that now, because it is time to end this episode here, and I don't want this episode to be as long as the previous episode became. So yeah, I know this is the 20th episode, so maybe I should make kinda a special episode out of this, but I won't do that, because I'm gonna end this episode right here, and we're gonna continue on in the next one. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.